Well, hello, numerology lovers, and welcome to your readings at the round table for your monthly numerology for April. And boy, is there a lot going on in April. I have a short amount of notes, but it's impactful. All right, it's a big deal. So, just to let you know, we have a conjunction happening in April that hasn't happened for 14 years. So it's a big deal. I'm going to go into some detail about that. All right, we kick off April. April 1st is the day that Mercury goes retrograde. April Fool's Day is when Mercury goes retrograde. That's ridiculous. I think that is ridiculous. It's double down on some energy. And let me tell you something. The shadow period before Mercury goes retrograde has been no picnic for me. I mean, I'm talking about computer malfunctions. I did not have a computer for 3 days. That was unhappy news for me. Very unhappy because most of what I do is on the computer. So that happened. So much fun. But Mercury going retrograde on April Fool's Day, I feel like is like a little joke to all of us. So just keep on your toes. Then on the 5th, we have Venus moving into Aries. It's not the worst place for Venus. It's not the best place. But the worst place for Venus is actually in Virgo. That'd be my sign. On the 8th, we have a new moon total solar eclipse in Aries, and that's going to hit at 2:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a big deal. You are going to hear me talk more about the new and full moons on your zodiac readings for the month. So, because I do zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon every month. So make sure you tune into that for more details on that solar eclipse. Then on the 19th, we have, we have the sun moving into Taurus. So we're hitting into Taurus season. Good times. On the 20th, here we go. We have Jupiter conjunct Uranus. Hasn't happened for 14 years. It usually happens about every 14 years. But we feel this energy a month before it happens and a month after. So we're still in that energy. I'm going to go into more detail. Hang on. Stay tuned. On the 22nd, we have Earth Day, which is fantastic. Fantastic day. And we also have Passover beginning at sundown. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in Scorpio that hits its peak at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 25th, we have Mercury going direct. And whoo, all the angels sing. We have Mercury going direct at 8:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm very excited about that. But keep your pants on here because we're still going to be in the shadow period for just a minute. Then we have on the 29th, we have Venus moving into Taurus. Venus rules Taurus, so Venus is very happy being in Taurus. But on the 30th, we have Mars moving into Aries. Now, Mars rules Aries, so this is a happy place for Mars and Venus right here at the end of the month. It's fantastic. Also, on the 30th, we have Passover ending. Now, we're ending the month with 4 planets in Earth: Venus, the Sun, Uranus, and Jupiter. We have 3 planets. Well, we have 2 planets in water, Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces. Then we have 2 planets plus North Node in Aries, which is Mercury and Mars, and North Node, of course. We have Pluto in Aquarius and South Node in Libra. So we essentially have just 1 planet, but we also have South Node in air and 2 planets plus North Node in fire. So that's how we're wrapping up the month with all of our planetary, friends, our concerns here. What I want to talk to you about is this conjunction on the 20th. Again, this happens every 14 years, so the last time this happened was in 2011. The last time it was in Taurus, which it's in Taurus right now, was May of 1941. So what we've got here is we have a chaotic Should we? Yeah, we should say that. We have erratic and chaos with Uranus, and we have our luck with Jupiter. And like, really, it's what we want in life. It's like, you know, our dreams, our goals, not our dreams like Neptune kind of dreams, but it's our goals. So during this time, we really want to release restrictions, be original, expect some surprise opportunities coming your way, maybe even a windfall. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. It may make you feel rebellious, so be cautious with that and channel any of that rebellious energy that you're feeling or any of that excitement, you know, towards something. Channel that energy into making your goals happen. That's what you really want to focus on with this conjunction. It is a big deal, and we have been feeling that energy like since, I would say, maybe the 20th or 25th. Because when you look at the chart of the day, or when you look at the chart of like the month before and the month after this conjunction, you can still see that those planets are in play with each other. They're within 3 degrees of each other. And, you know, as they start getting further and further apart, we start feeling the disconnect from that energy. But this is a real interesting time for it to hit its peak on April 20th. So make sure that's what you're doing during this time. And really, again, we're already feeling this energy. So this is a great time for you to channel your rebelliousness, your excitement over things into making your goals happen. And I love that. I really do. I know. And let me tell you, this is a year for it. It's a 44-8 year. I know I've said this till I'm blue in the face, but this is a year for you to strike while the iron is hot. I don't care what your number is, your life path number. This is a year for you to strike. The iron is hot. Go. Do something. If you don't, that's okay. Maybe there's something going on with you this year, or something's happening in your life and you can't make it happen this year. That's okay. 9 more years, another 8 year will roll around. So no worries. But I'm telling you, this is a great year for you to strike while the iron is hot. Love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, this worked out well last time, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce these cards so when I get into your individual reading that you don't have to hear me repeat it. I will be pulling from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, one of my favorites, and of course the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards by Rachelle Charman. And since we do have a solar eclipse, I'm going to pull one more card from Moonology. Oracle cards. I love them. And I like to pull from them from time to time, and just, it makes sense when we're in like lunar and solar eclipses. It's good. All right. So let's see what we've got for your individual numerology. Hello, Life Path 22. Wow, what happened to my voice? Gosh. A little crazy. And welcome to your monthly numerology for April. Oh my gosh, like loving this, really. I mean, I'm not ready for summer, but I am ready for it to warm up just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you, Life Path 22, April for you is going to be a little bit of a revisit of 2023. And the reason why I say that is because it's a 7-month for you. And as we know from last year, right? 7s, everybody gets so excited about a 7. Everybody's just like, oh my gosh, that's so great. That's such a spiritual number. Yes, it is. It is, because it's about spiritual connection. It's about spiritual expansion. It's about expanding your spiritual and metaphysical knowledge. But it's also looking for peace and trusting your own judgment. And those are not easy things. That cat's going to tear down my blackout shade again. I digress. But it's This is a challenging time for a lot of people. Remember 2023? A lot of people were very challenged at having to open themselves up spiritually, having to expand themselves spiritually. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. But the first thing that you can do is just recognize that we all have a spiritual connection to each other, to the universe, to nature, to the cat that's like trying to pull down my blackout shade. I mean, you know, they've just torn it up so much, it's barely hanging there now. So I don't even know why I try. But this is about using your insight. This is about trusting your own judgment. This is a lot of contemplation, introspection, analysis, and discovery. And it could be a lot of things that you've been avoiding, or maybe this is a time for you to step outside of your comfort zone to assess and investigate some new things in your life, some new ways. I kind of love it. I kind of do. The mantra of the 7 is, I am graceful spirit, finding insight, beauty, and peace around me. Now, it's not always easy to find peace, is it? Especially not in my house. With a gazillion cats, 3 dogs, and 2 kids. Oh, let's don't forget the husband. But, you know, it's not easy to find peace. So we sometimes have to make it for ourselves. And that also is another challenge. It's another layer to the challenge, right? So I'm not saying this is going to be a bad month, because I truly don't think it is. And remember, I am also a life path 22. So I don't think it's going to be horrific. I don't think it's going to be horrible. I just think that it could be a little challenging. But I love that we have that Jupiter-Uranus like conjunction during this period of time. We also have Mercury going retrograde. So that's a time to like renew. It's a time to look at something again. It's a time to revisit things. Mercury retrograde is not just a disconnection with communication, although that plays a huge part. And it's not just screwing with our electronics, although again, that plays a huge part. But it's also revisiting things. It's also looking at things and going, okay, I need to rework this. I need to look at this again in a different way. And I think this is a really great month for you. I just think that it's a little bit of work. But honestly, for 22-4s, this is not working. That's not a big deal. It really isn't, because that's something that we are just in tune to do. The lessons of the 7 are making choices without retreating from others and finding the answers within ourselves and trusting them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can be challenging when we're moving into a new space, when we're moving into a new level, when we're moving up, when we're going into a new area of our spirituality. We really, really have a hard time with it, because it's something that we're not used to, and we have to just try to fix things that we don't know about. It's something that we're not educated about yet. And that is very challenging for a 22-4, because we want to know so we know how to do it right the first time. But, you know, it's okay to mess up and do it again. I mean, come on. This is my 3rd YouTube channel. It's good. The shadow side of the 7 is self-imposed isolation, self-doubt, running from problems or decisions, and insecurity. So this feeds into the, excuse me, the shadow side of a 22, which is being a procrastinator, getting overwhelmed, giving up very easily, worrying, feeling like there's too many problems to solve, and just going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I know. But I want to remind you what the mantra is for us, 22. It's, I ignite the torch of discovery and healing within my world. Remember, we are a spiritual master. We're a spiritual healer. This is a great year for that. We're the counselor. We're looking to build and strengthen relationships. And I think this is a good time for you to build and strengthen your relationship with spirit, with doing it with your spirit guides and doing it with yourself. Our most important relationship here at Life Path 22 is with ourselves. Yeah. All right, so let's see what advice cards we have for April for you 22. I'll remember to switch the camera. Ooh, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Oh, wow. Really liking this for us. These cats have got my camera crooked again. You know, that drives me crazy. I think they know it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think last year was the worst year ever. You know, I think really it's challenging to open yourself up spiritually, to open yourself up and expand yourself. But that's what growing pains are, right? Ooh, fairy stone, fertility. I actually love that stone. I think that's the one that they found in somewhere in Canada. Not 100% sure about that. Okay, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. First advice card. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. I like that. Okay, let's see if I turn to the right area of the book to get the waxing moon. I did not. That's awesome. Because I can never remember where it is in this little booklet. Okay. All right, this is from Moonology. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whatever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. The energy is gaining momentum during this waxing moon. Love that. Okay, and the fairy stone. Okay, fertility. Here we go. Fairy stone is found only on the banks of the sacred rivers in northern Quebec in Canada. Yeah, okay. This unique and very rare stone is a true gift from the land and is recognized as being extremely sacred by the local Native American people as they understand its powerful medicine. As you connect deeply to this sacred stone, you will receive the blessings of good health, prosperity, and fertility. These amazing stones all have their own unique energy, shapes, and at times can even look like people. This is a sacred stone of magic and good luck. It enhances fertility. It assists in healing trauma created in the womb, offers protection, and brings good health and prosperity. Wow. So this, it feels like you opening yourself up to this spiritual expansion time. Like, we're going to have, all of us are going to have like different numbered months throughout, all the time. It's going to change every 9 months. But when we're in that year, when we're in that, the feeling of that year, it makes a bigger difference. And this is a year of prosperity. This is a 44-8 year. So it's a year of abundance and prosperity. And with you being in this month of a 7, So maybe this is extra spiritual growth that you like left off from last year, and you're picking it back up in a year of abundance. So this could be an abundant time of spiritual growth, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Love that for us. Thank you so much for joining me today. And again, if you want to hear more about the full moon and the new moon, make sure you check out your zodiac readings, where I do more readings on the full moon and the new moon right before your zodiac card reading. Thank you again for joining me. And until we see each other next, get out there and make your magic. Bye.